Hey everyone, and welcome again to The Local. I'm John, and whether you're watching while sipping a drink, relaxing at home, or scrolling during your lunch break, I am glad that you are here. We've got Pride celebrations, Pilates, construction updates, and a powerful message, so let's jump right in. And before we start, I want to give a quick shout out to Allie from Allie's Bar and Grill. Thank you so much for your nonstop love and support, your push and drive to want me to succeed through ups and downs. You truly get me through some of the hardest times. Allie is one of the best people out there if you didn't know this already. Do yourself a favor and support local and get yourself a burger and a beer this weekend at Allie's Bar and Grill. Tip that staff generously and tell her that John at Brown Dog Films sent you. This week's construction update is brought to you by X Golf Madeira, located at the old CVS building at 7001 Miami Avenue. I checked it out this week, and let me tell you, whether you're into golf or not, this place is awesome. Custom pizzas, fresh salads, cold Dora approved drinks, multiple golf simulators, and you can play or take a lesson from a pro. Perfect for family date nights or escaping the heat with friends. And now onto the roads. Crews are making steady progress on the Miami Avenue gas project, and Duke Energy continues boring under the newly installed culvert. Dawson Road closures will be intermittent, but everything remains on track for safe and easy access this weekend, just in time for Pride. On Camargo, Howell contractors are pushing through tough rock. Expect slight westward shifts in rolling closures, moving closer to Euclid by midweek. Big thanks to the city staff and workers for keeping things moving. It's almost time for one of the most joyful events of the year. Madeira Pride is back on Saturday, June 14th. And this year's celebration kicks off at 3 p.m. with something for everyone. Live music from Jetpack Academy, a special beer selection from MPH Brewing, vendors, food, and games, inspiring speakers at Centennial Plaza for Madeira Stories Live, and DJ Pete Dance Party on Railroad Avenue. This segment is presented by Haven at 7800 Laurel Avenue. I've been a fan and friend of Amanda and her team for a few years. What they do isn't just hairstyling, it's art, it's care, and it's community. Amanda calls her team Framily, and you feel that the second you walk in. She told me recently, I'm not going anywhere. She is Madeira through and through, and so is Haven. So book early. They stay busy for a reason. Quality, consistency, and heart. Haven, beautiful work made with love right here in Madeira. See you at Pride, Saturday, June 14th. Start your Saturday morning with Pilates in the park at 9 a.m. Thanks to Body Alive Fitness. It's free. Just bring a mat, some water, and enjoy some refreshing community workout under the sun. Additional class dates are online at the city website. Thursday route customers, your large item pickup is Saturday, June 14th. Set items out on Friday night for collection. Save the date, Saturday, June 28th at 7 p.m. The Southern Gateway Chorus performs under the pavilion. This award-winning cappella group will deliver a night of amazing harmonies. Bring a blanket or a chair and enjoy the stars. Love baseball and history? On June 21st at 6 p.m., join us at McDonald Commons for a vintage baseball game, 1869 rules, vintage uniforms, and real sportsmanship. MPH Brewing, Madeira Athletic Boosters, and vendors will have beer, burgers, popcorn, and ice cream. Seating is limited, so come early. Join us Saturday, 5 to 6 p.m. for Madeira Stories Live. Madeira Proud, 5 powerful voices sharing real stories of resilience and community. Before we wrap up, June is Men's Health Month, and it's time to talk. Men face real challenges with physical health, mental health, and the pressure to stay silent. Cancer Support Community in Blue Ash offers free support programs, support groups, healthy lifestyle classes, education, men's prostate support groups. 1 in 10 men face depression or anxiety, but fewer than half get help. And men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women. Connection matters. Visit cancersupportcincinnati.org or call 513-791-4060 to learn more. Cancer Support Community is here for you every step of the way. Time for the last call, a moment to talk about what truly matters, and today we're turning our attention to something that affects far too many people in silence: bullying. And it's not just happening in schools, it shows up in neighborhoods, workplaces, and online. Sometimes it looks like exclusion, passive aggressive messages, threats by text, or people using their influence to damage someone's reputation. This isn't just petty behavior, it's harmful. It takes a toll on mental health, relationships, and even people's ability to work and feel safe in their own communities. If you've ever been targeted, misrepresented, or made to feel small, you're not alone. This next special message, presented by One Heart Mental Health Collaborative, explores how we can better understand, address, and rise above bullying together. Bullies are around every corner in our community, our workplaces, our schools, on social media, and even in our friend circles. Their behavior, it doesn't discriminate by age or background, and it's not always loud or obvious, and sometimes it's manipulation. Sometimes it's gaslighting, where you're made to question your own truth. And the toll it takes on mental health can be deep for us, our friends, and our entire community. We often picture bullying as that schoolyard punk shoving someone smaller, but today, it's often a keyboard troll who with one post can destroy reputations, attack small businesses, and tear down someone's identity. And in many cases, it's outright defamation of character, a damaging lie spread with the intent to ruin someone's name, their livelihood, and their future. Bullying comes in many forms, and during Pride Month, it's especially important to recognize the harm it causes our LGBTQ neighbors. What should be a time of love, joy, visibility, can often feel like walking through a minefield of judgment and rejection. Even in the moments of celebration, subtle bullying can show up in whispers, in cold shoulders, and in messages that tell people they just don't belong. Pride feels safe for a weekend, but outside of that, the bullying still happens online, at work, and sometimes even with families. Not all bullies are loud, and some operate quietly through control, gaslighting, and manipulation. Narcissistic personalities are some of the most damaging, and they deflect, blame, escalate conflict, and often portray themselves as the victim, leaving the true victim isolated and emotionally exhausted. Narcissistic bullying looks like constant blame shifting, public charm, private harm, and gaslighting, making others doubt their reality and refusing accountability. One Heart Mental Health Collaborative. The doctor says that trauma from these types of interaction runs deep, and the most painful part, narcissistic bullies rarely seek help because they don't see that they have a problem, and that leaves the rest of us to deal with emotional fallout. So what do? We set boundaries, we report abuse, and we stop normalizing cruelty. We create spaces that are safe for people to feel safe and not just tolerated. Ways to respond: we call it out, we walk away, we document it, we seek therapy, and we support the target, not just the bully. There are resources, there's help, from local mental health support like One Heart to national hotlines and online groups, that no one has to go through this alone. Pride Month reminds us to celebrate who we are, but it also reminds us of the work that we still have to do to protect one another, to show up and push back against bullying in every form, because silence helps the bully, but solidarity, that heals. From the local, I'm John. Rise against and above bullying and hate. Choose kindness and courage, and take care of yourself and others, and always keep fighting for good. One Heart Mental Health Collaborative offers trauma-informed care rooted in compassion. They walk beside you, not to fix you, but to help you rediscover your own strength. Whether you're facing trauma, anxiety, or emotional abuse, One Heart is here. Visit oneheartmentalhealthcollab.com or call 513-212-5482. Let's build a community where everyone feels safe, seen, and supported. This is The Local, and I'm John, and that was your last call. That wraps up this week's edition of The Local. Want to be a sponsor or in a segment or promote your event? Want to be featured in the last call? Email me, john@browndogfilmsltd.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around town.